All right, everybody, it is Paul here with my channel Value Flips. I'm a part-time reseller, so I buy things mostly from thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and I flip them on mostly eBay and Poshmark, sometimes Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, I'm going to take you guys along thrifting with me, and then I'm going to show you my haul after. Before we do that, I want to share with you guys a few sales that I've had. First up is this, the Wiggles. Remember that kid show, the Wiggles? I got this toy guitar at a thrift store. I paid $5 for it. I've had it for about 6 months. Ended up flipping it for $39. Got a sale going out. This are two plush from Shrek 2, and I bought them for $14 the pair. I thought I really would have made at least $40 on them, but just kept lowering the price. I've had them for about a year and decided to take an offer of $25 plus shipping on them just to move them. But very cool and nostalgic from the early 2000s. Got a sale going out. This is a cool item. This is a Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones chess set. I got this at a Salvation Army not even a month ago. I paid $10 for it. Ended up selling it for $53. All right, and we are off to the races here. Looking for stuff to flip online. A pair of shoes mixed in with the electronics. Gotta love that. It's all kinds of different. That was a no-name brand kind of DVD VCR combo, so I left that behind. That phone was kind of interesting, but it had no buttons. Starlight. Never heard of that brand. It looked like it had been gutted, like somebody had messed around with it, so that will not work for me. Boombox. This is a charity thrift store now. I'm in the sports section, and this was really interesting. This Brunswick bowling ball. It's a Crown Jewel Supreme, sorry. They only wanted $14 for it, and Judy sitar. Reasonable deal. I just didn't really see any sales on eBay, so there are some listed for I think $50 or $60, but no sales, so I will keep walking. I found this remote. It's actually worth some pretty good money. It's like a $20 to $25 remote, and I paid $1 for it. I'm in a value village, and I could not believe that this was just sitting here with the sewing machine stuff for $25 plus taxes. It's an AccuQuilt. It's like a quilt cutter, so kind of a fabric cutter type of appliance. It was very heavy. I knew it had to be worth more than that. I looked it up, and sure enough, I was pleasantly surprised, and I'll go over it in the haul so you guys can get a better look at what it is, and some other kind of junky sewing machines, some chairs. That was a nice find. Now I am in the same store, but I'm looking at the sewing stuff, and I see these two Husqvarna. They're kind of apparatuses that you put onto your Husqvarna Viking sewing machines. They're worth some decent money, so I'm going to pick them up. They retail for, over $100 each, so I think I can make some money on this. And that's a pretty decent brand, Husqvarna. Not the top of the line, but they're still, again, I think somebody will want that for their sewing machine, so I will for sure pick that up for $7.99 each. There's something else. And I'm checking out the games and this end cap. I noticed this stock ticker. I just sold one of these. I got $40 for it, which is actually cheap. They can go for a lot more. So I end up taking this one out. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but I end up getting it out and actually opening it. always check the pieces in store. And as you can see, it was a total mess. It was missing pieces, so I put that back on the shelf. This is a Value Village. I didn't know what these were. Apparently there's some type of yoga back rolling thing, priced up way high for $25. Value Village thought they were worth a lot, and they were not. Worth about $20 online. First time I see these they kind of look like tires to me, but in this next row over here, just on the other side of where I was, I immediately recognized this. It's a Coleman Party Stacker. I did a video short on this type of cooler. They wanted $12.99, or sorry, $15.99 for it, and I will gladly take that. It is a little nasty in there and a little gnarly, but I can clean that up. It's got no major damage on it, so I will pick that up. Should get it, I'm hoping, at least 70, 80, 90, maybe $100 for it. This is the same store now. I'm looking at some of the lighting, electronics. Saw this neat looking Hershey plane, and they had it priced right up, even though it was not really worth. I think they had it priced at $16.99. It was nowhere near worth that. Same store, checking out the toys, and these are BTS figures. BTS is that Korean band, and it's pretty popular, their stuff. I have sold their DVDs before, so I did look up those dolls, and they were not selling for anything. Looking at the My Little Ponies. I'm looking at these toys. Just a baggy wall with all these bags. You can find some gems sometimes in there. Take your time. Checking out the electronics. This is, I believe, a different Value Village. I noticed this boombox, orange Eco Gear, and actually, I looked it up. It wasn't worth much. When I left it, when I walked away, somebody grabbed it right away. So I guess they thought it was a good deal. But there's an old keyboard I looked up, wasn't worth anything. Checking out the remotes, and this is a Cherry thrift store. And looking for some gems in the remotes. I have found some pretty good remotes. I think the most expensive remote I sold was $90. So I will always take a quick look at the remotes. This is the same store, and this is kind of their utility section. That is a rotisserie motor, priced well at $2, but just not the brand that I need. I usually sell Napoleon. And this was an interesting find. This is a tackle box filled with, there's Canadian wigglers in there, some spoons, pretty decent deal for $9, although just too much work cleaning it up. And the lures were in really bad condition, rusted out and whatnot. If for personal use, I would have picked it up, but I have enough fishing tackle, so I left it for somebody else. But that's still a good deal. You can't even get some fishing lures for $9. I mean, it's crazy how expensive stuff is. This is a great store to pick up kind of tools and kind of hardware items. It's just reasonable. $2 for those big pieces of hardware. It's just good deal. Screwdrivers, 50 cents for a screwdriver. Just great stuff for personal use. This is now at a Salvation Army, and I'm checking out all these bags on the wall. And Takes a little more time, but you can find some decent things in these bags. I have found, calculators and some gems, and there's a He-Man figure, but it is a newer He-Man figure, so it is from the year 2000 or 2020, sorry. So it's not from the 80s. So put that back. And I was looking at this Thomas the Tank Engine items, and there's some Disney cars in there too. So considered taking that. Thought I would put it in my bag and think about it. They only wanted $2.99 for that bag. I thought maybe those could be old Transformers. Nope. Checking out some toys. Toys, toys, toys. What a great place to pick up toys, the thrift store. Very cheap. And most of the toys are in pretty good condition, you know. Looking at the shoes, I saw these Sorel Kaufman boots. These are a great pair of boots, size 11, and they only wanted $30 for them. They are, I think they're vintage, probably from the late 90s, early 2000s, made in Canada, and they're only $30. Where can you get a pair of boots, no tax, $30? I mean, that's a great deal. So I thought they were my size, so I thought I would pick them up. Checking out some media. I haven't found any good VHS or DVDs in a while, so trying to force myself to take a look down these aisles a bit. Just not finding much. This is a different Value Village now, and I find this Bubba Fett Disney Parks exclusive blaster toy gun, $5.99. Price is right, but in checking the condition of it, I noticed right away it's missing the orange tip on the end of it. So for that reason, I did not get it. And then on my way out of this Value Village, I see something I recognize right away. It is an iWalk 2.0 crutch, and they only wanted $12.99 with no tax on it at this Value Village, and that is worth it for me. I will clean it up and get it listed. But I found some pretty decent stuff this time around, guys, so we'll head to the haul. All right, we're going to go through this haul now quickly. Found a lot of little weird things here, actually. Starting at the back are these Husqvarna Viking embroidery items, and they're kind of apparatuses that go onto your sewing machine. Paid $7.99 each for them. There's really no solds on these, so I'm really kind of gambling, but there is some interest in both of these items. And I think I should be able to, at least to get $30 to $50 a piece for them. I'm going to cross-list them to Poshmark and eBay so that they both get more exposure. I find I do well selling sewing equipment and whatnot on Poshmark. Here for $5 is a 2000 WWE kids belt. I've sold lots of these. I get anywhere from $15 to $25. This one is looking like it's in better shape, and it's one that's probably going to be closer to $25, so that's good. For $1.50, I picked up this 1964 Pit trading game. I'm hoping to get $15 to $20 on it. Here is a Silex vintage toaster, and this is a toaster I'm very familiar with. I had this toaster as a child or when I was growing up. I paid $3.50 for it. I've sold this toaster before. I sold it 2 years ago and I got $50 for it. So I'm going to say I'll probably be able to get at least 40 or 39 plus shipping on there. This is a German Metrodome. Don't ask me how to pronounce that. But for $6.99, It's in great condition, looks brand new in box. I should be able to get at least $25 to $30 for it. Here's something that I decided to pick up is a Dyson brush head, and I've sold this brush head before. It goes for anywhere from 20 to 30 dollars. It was $6.99 with no tax, so I decided to take it just because it's basically brand new and easy to list, easy to take pictures of. Here's a remote that I paid 75 cents for. Couldn't find a lot of information on it. It is a remote control audio system for a Sharp system. So some of these kind of odd remotes I will list, and probably I'll list it for 15 to 20 bucks. This is kind of neat. I don't find a lot of American Girl stuff in my area, but I found this American Girl bag, and it actually was half off. So I paid $1.50 for it. It's in pretty good shape. It's like a backpack canvas. I should be able to get, I'm thinking at least $15 to $20 for it. And then back here is a Wallabies Asics hat for $1.50. It looks pretty much brand new. And I've seen there's some soles in the $20 to $25 range. So decided to pick that up. So I want to show you guys what I picked up. This is an Aku Quilt Go. So I got this out of Value Village. It was on the junk shelf just sitting there. It was $25 plus taxes, so almost $30. And I open it, and it looks to be in very good condition. It's some sort of machine that's used to cut quilting material or whatnot. I don't have any dies. I just have this kind of machine, and I see that online they're going $100 and up. So probably gonna start out pricing this close to $150, $200 and see what happens. But yeah, people are just walking by this, and this machine was sitting there, just amazing. All right, last part of the haul now. I saw a couple of these items. I knew right away to pick them up. Just like if you guys saw the shorts that I put out, this is a Coleman Party Stacker. I found one a few weeks ago, and these sell anywhere from 60 to 100 bucks. So as we head into spring, I fully expect this to sell. I paid $15.99 for it. This was from Value Village. It was dirty. It needed a cleaning, so I gave it a quick wipe down. Over here is something that I've sold before. I picked it up right away. It was $13. It's an iWalk 2.0. It's like a knee crutch medical device aid. And I sold the last one I sold, I think I got around $100 for. So we'll pick that up. And then lastly, here is a Fisher Price toaster oven for $3.99 that I got at Salvation Army. I'm hoping to get at least $15 to $20 for it. Very cool. It works really well. Really neat. So some good finds. Thanks for coming along with me, guys, and spending some time. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. I hope you guys learned something. We'll see you on the next one.